First, the top headlines. Restriction on printing of government posters, pamphlets due to the Model Code of Conduct in place. Income tax offices to remain open on March 29 to 30 to facilitate the completion of pending works. Supreme Court to hear over 200 petitions seeking a stay of CAA rules today. Delhi emerges as world's most polluted capital city again. And curfew relaxed in Imphal East, West and Towel district till 10 p.m. for Kaksing district till 8 p.m. In Bishnupur district, curfew has been relaxed till 5 p.m. today. Hello, good afternoon. You're watching ELITETV English News at 12:30. Now the news in detail. With the announcements of the schedules for the 8th general elections to the Lok Sabha 2024 by the Election Commission of India in New Delhi, the Model Code of Conduct has been put into effect. This announcement imposes restrictions on the printing of pamphlets and posters in the region. Under Section 127A of the Representations of the People Act 1951, the requirements regarding the printing and publishing of election-related materials has been outlined. The sections mandates that any election pamphlets or posters must prominently display the names and addresses of both the printers and the publishers. Additionally, individuals are required to provide a signed declaration of the identity attested by two non-individuals to the printers before publication. Furthermore, copies of these declarations must be sent to the Chief Electoral Officer (CEO) or the district magistrates, depending on the location of printing. Failure to comply with these regulations carries penalties, including imprisonment for up to 6 months or a fine of up to 2,000 rupees or both. This notification issued by the Office of the District Elections Officer or DC, Faizal District serve as reminder to all concerned parties including aspiring candidates, political organizations and workers to adhere strictly to these guidelines during the election period. Opposition's leaders have sounded alarms over a series of WhatsApp messages purportedly sent by Prime Minister Narendra Modi seeking support for his visions of Viksit Bharat develops India. Accusing the governments of blatant violations of the Model Code of Conduct, they have called upon the Election Commissions to intervene. Congress MP Shashi Tharoor took to the social media to highlight concerns over the privacy implications of receiving the Prime Minister's letters on WhatsApp, particularly for individuals residing abroad. Will the ECI, SBEEM take notes of such a blatant misuse of government's machineries and government's data to serve the partisan political interests of the ruling parties? Tharoor questions on X platform. Congress MP Manish Tiwari says screenshots of the unsolicited WhatsApp messages bearing the Ministry of Electronics and IT's name. Tiwari's raised questions about the sources of mobile numbers used for the communications, alleging the violation of both the Model Codes of Conduct and the right to privacy. TMC MP Saket Gokhels added weight to the opposition's claims, alleging widespread spamming of individuals across the globe with the Viksit Bharat message. Gokhels demanded answer from the IT Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw regarding the alleged misuse of the state machinery for political campaigning in defense of the Code of Conduct. The controversies comes in the wake of Modi's recent outreach to citizens, wherein he solicited suggestions and support for the government's initiative. In a letter addressed to the dear family members, the Prime Minister expressed confidence in the partnership between the governments and the people, citing transformative outcomes achieved over the past decades. While BJP leaders have hails Modi's effort to engage with the public. Opposition's voices have raised concern about the manners in which the communications are being disseminated. With elections on the horizons, the issue is likely to fuel further debates over the officials' ethical use of the government resources for the political ends. Raising serious concern over the alleged unchecked intrusions of the miscreants into the area predominantly inhabited by the Kuki-Jo community, particularly in the Philan Malls area under Saikul subdivisions Kangpokpi, the Committee on the Tribal Unity or the Kotu Sadar Hills Kangpokpi district vehemently condemns and opposes the unabated breaching of the buffer zones by the miscreant. The Kuki's top tribal leaders stated that the miscreants masquerading as civilians have been infiltrating Kuki-Jo community territories, including villages such as the El Songfel, Saichang, Bongzangs and the Bongbals, and have been blatantly engaging in illegal activities such as the soil pilferage and unauthorized timber logging, exploiting the prevailing threat to the peace and stabilities in the region. The committee urged immediate and decisive actions by the central government to address their pressing issues and calls for the solidarity and unity amongst all the stakeholders to uphold the dignity and sovereignty of the Kuki-Jo people. Begusarai's and metropolitan areas in Bihar has been declared as the most polluted metropolis worldwide as a recent report. The report further identified Delhi as the capital city with the poorest air quality. The World Air Quality Report 2023, released by the Swiss organizations IQA Air, reveals that India, with an average annual PM 2.5 concentration of 54.4 micrograms per cubic meters, had the third worst most quality among 134 countries for the year 2023. The country with worst air qualities were Bangladesh 79.9 micrograms per cubic meter and Pakistan 73.7 microgram per cubic meter. In the previous year 2022, India held the 8th positions on the list of most polluted countries with an average of PM 2.5 concentrations of 53.3 micrograms per cubic meter. Begusarai has emerged as the most polluted metropolitan cities worldwide, recording an average of PM 2.5 concentrations of 118.9 microgram per cubic meter. Interestingly, the cities was not only features in 2022 rankings. Meanwhile, Delhi's PM 2.5 levels escalated from 89.1 microgram per cubic meters in 2022 to 92.7 microgram per cubic meters in 2023. The national capital has been titled the most polluted capital cities globally for 4 consecutive years, beginning from 2018. According to a report, it is estimated that about 1.36 billion individuals in India are exposed to PM 2.5 concentration, surpassing the World Health Organization's recommended annual guideline levels of 5 micrograms per cubic meter. Furthermore, nearly 96% of the Indian population, amounting to 1.33 billion people, experience PM 2.5 levels that are more than 7 times the World Health Organization's annual PM 2.5 guidelines. This pattern is also seen in the city level data, as over 66% of the Indian cities reports annual average exceeding 35 microgram per cubic meters. The income tax offices across the country will remain open on the last Sundays of the month as per notifications by the Union Finance Ministry. The ministry in its order dated March 18 announced that all income tax offices in India will be open on March 29, 30 and 31st, 2024, which is Sunday. Further, March 30, 2024 is a Saturday and March 29, 2024 is a closed holiday. The official's order mentions the financial year 2023 to 2024 closes on 31st March 2024, which is Sunday. Further, 30 March 2024 is a Saturday and 29 March 2024 is a Saturday and 29 March 2024 is a closed holiday. Therefore, to facilitate completion of the pending department works, all the income tax offices throughout India shall remain open on 29, 30 and 31st March 2024. This direction is issued for the administrative convenience by the central boards of direct taxes in exercise of power conferred under section of 119 of the Income Tax Act 1961. In a series of operations aimed at ensuring the integrity of electoral process, Assam Police, in collaborations with the administrative authorities, conducted rigorous checks resulting in the seizures of the substantial sum of money. The crackdowns conducted in the wake of the announcement of the election days shows a total of rupees 7,76,500 being confiscated across various locations in the South Salmaras Mankachar district during a routine Naka checking operations supervised by the 152D CRPF at the Kalogats Bazaars. On an amount of rupees 2,44,000 was seized from the Medul Islam hailing from the village 2 number Pubergons PS Mankachar district SSM Assam. The seizure was made under the observation of CO Manzasar, who ensure adherence to all procedural norms. The seized amount has been securely stored in the Malkhana of the Mankachar PS for the night. The intensified efforts of law enforcement were further highlighted by the subsequent search operation conducted throughout the district. This operation resulted in the confiscations of an additional rupees 5,32,500, bringing the total seized amount rupees 7,76,500. The money was seized on the allegations of violating election rules. The proactive measures taken by the authorities underscores their commitments to maintaining the sanctity of the electoral process and curbing any attempts of the malpractice or undue influence. In a collaborative operations executed on March 18, Mizoram Police and Assam Rifles seized 198 soft cases filled with 2.393 kilograms of heroin and estimated to be worth rupees 71,79,000. The contraband was seized from two individuals, B. Liansanga 45 and R. Malso Thara 35. In a separate operations, the authorities also seized 110 gelatin sticks weighing 14.084 kilograms and 110 detonators from the couples identified as Biang Rema 39 and Ralthau Joali 28 as confirmed by the Mizoram Police. A remotely piloted aircraft RPA of the Indian Navy crashed during a training sortie in Kochi on Monday. The incident occurred around 5 p.m. at INS Garuda base, where the RPAs plummeted about 1 mile short of the runway. The Navy swiftly responded to the crash, stating that no injuries of the damage to property have been reported. Despite the mishap, no individuals were harmed during the incident. In a brief statement, the Navy confirms the crash and ensured that the specialist teams were dispatched promptly to crash site to ensure the safety of the area and the RPA wreckage. Additionally, an inquiry has been initiated to investigate the circumstances leading to the crash. At about 5 p.m. on remotely piloted aircraft RPA searcher during a routine training sortie at INS Garuda Kochi crashed about 1 mile short of the runway, the Navy statement read. Now let's take a short break. Keep watching for more updates.
Welcome you all to UNAPA School Chanum, Imphal East, a fully residential school ranked Manipur #1 in All India School Ranking Awards 2023-24 by Education World in Co-Education Boarding School category. Academic session for 2024-25 will begin on 1st April 2024. Registrations are open for classes 4 to 9. Hurry up for registration.
Planning to study outside Manipur? Are you confused about your college or university selection after 12? Manipur Edu Online provide assistance to help you. College or university selection, admission guidance, career counseling. Don't delay. For more details, kindly log into our website www.manipuredu.online, or you can also call us at 7628 960 947.
success for your children, get enrolled to one of the finest schools in Northeast India, UNESCO School, Excellence in Education.
Gear up for the future with Quantum University. Write your success story with our new age programs that shall be amongst the top 3 most rewarding careers in India and across the globe in the next decade. One of the reasons why Quantum is a leading private university in India is these world-class partnerships which makes it stand out among the rest.
Presto Personalized Wonders, Imphal da nauna hangdok jare, Hairiba asida personalized gifts, corporate gifts, awards and mementos, home decor, office rubber stamp na chingba potlamsing, mafam asida pangbigani, ngasi maglangsing birau, Tilakras Enterprises, Presto, Tangal Bazar near Kasturi Tong, Imphal. Contact number 0385-244-9025 natraga 98621-00456.
Diabetes ko loina da hingliba seng tha magi manungda control to bangamle. Urea creatinine wangbasu tha magi manungda hanthaba ngamle. Khong hamba nungai tebasu numit manga nigi manungda fahan bangamle. Bile saibadi nungsang nabasu chama da chama fahan bangamle. Cholesterol wangba numit kunida normal oy bangamle. BP wangbasu tha amagi manungda normal oy bangamle. Fatty liver oybasu tha amagi manungda fagat han bangamle. Pumnamak natural oyba hidak makhalna laying jabani. Hakchang da sokadaba side effect amata laite. Makata na hidak chabagi mathaw su tararoi. Hena kupa parol gidamak ngasi maklangsin birau Diabetes Hospital Soibam Laikai Ayangpali Road opposite Karkinos Jennings Hospital Porompat Imphal East near Punjab National Bank.
Welcome back after the break. Here's the breaking news. In an unfortunate incident, one house of the late Lystrom Dines, former headmaster of the Kulen Laikai Junior High Schools located at Nauremtung, Lystrom Lairag, was caught on fire. The incident took place around 5 p.m. today. As soon as the information received, teams of the Manipur Fire Service rushed to the spot and doused the fire. The cause of the fire is yet to be established. However, gas cylinder leaks might be the cause of the fire. Most of the house and the belongings were turned into ashes. No one injured in the fire. However, wife of the late Dines was fainted after witnessing the fire. How many properties damaged in the fire is yet to be confirmed. The CCN Forum for Peace Committee and Chowkat's Kongthang Loop Singzamai today have joined the extended monetary help to the village volunteer forces of Sabungkok, Awang Laikai in Imphal East District, where suffers are being faced due to the frequent attack of the Kuki militants. The members of the CCN Forum Peace Committee and Chowkat Kongthang Loop Singzamai went to the area this morning and has donated some amount of money to the village volunteers who defend to the attack of the Kuki militants tirelessly. It is a part of the monetary help to the village volunteers who duty at the periphery and the outskirts. Further help will be extended, said the leader of the team. For the first time in Manipur, a mobile fuel pump service is seen at Hairo Bazaar. It is like a mini BOC. The mini BOC supplies both petrols and diesels. It works 24 hours Any person can call it at his doorsteps whenever he likes. The capacity of the mini BOC is 1 KLs each of the petrol and diesels. The prices of the both petrol and diesels are the same as that of the ordinary petrol pump. There are 4 such mini BOC in the states. It is run by the Ibodhao Enterprise, a private company. The toll-free numbers of the mini BOC is 180088911453. The selling of the petrol and diesels by the vehicles have been gone viral in social media.
Masing kya mulai isi Manipur da? Mari mulai buka. Yam dri ne tu de. Makai sini diesel tarik ko. Sini diesel ne bro.
All India Congress committee leaders including Rahul and Priyanka Gandhi are likely to arrive in Tripura for the campaigns of the Lok Sabha elections, said former ministers and Congress MLA Sudeep Roy Barmant. He stated that Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi and AICC President Malik Arjun Kharge will come for campaigns in Tripura. Elections will be held in every state, so whoever will get time, we have sent invitation and also submitted a list of star campaigners. But we are confirmed that Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi are coming for campaigning. They will arrive soon. I am visiting New Delhi and will hold discussion with them, he told the reporter. Raj Thackeray, the chief of the Maharashtra Nirman Sena MNS, is reportedly set to join ranks with the BJP Shiv Sena alliance led by the Eknath Shinde in Maharashtra ahead of the upcoming Lok Sabha election. This information was shared by the sources to India Today TV on Monday. Thackeray is currently en route to Delhi, where Maharashtra's deputy CM Devendra Fadnavis and state's BJP President Chandrasekhar Bawankule also present. It is anticipated that Thackeray will demand the 2 seats, South Mumbai and Sardi, for MNS. Notably, Raj Thackeray and the former Maharashtra CM Uday Thackeray, who leads the oppositions in the Maharashtra, are entrenched cousins. Raj is also the nephew of the late Bal Thackeray, the founders of the Shiv Sena. The Shiv Sena split into 2 factions post a rebellion by Eknath Shinde in 2022, after which he assumes the roles of the Maharashtra's chief minister. The current ruling alliance of the Maharashtra comprises BJP, NCPs and a Shinde-led Sena. In an operations, 4 Naxals commanders collectively carrying a bounty of rupees 36 lakhs were killed in encounters along the Gadchiroli-Chhattisgarh border. The encounters unfolded during a joint operation conducted by the Gadchiroli police commandos and CRPF forces. The campaigns against the Naxalites in Maharashtra shows a crucial breakthrough as the encounter resulted in the neutralization of the 4 prominent Naxals leaders. The operations executed jointly by the C-60 and the CRPF as part of the quick action team was aimed at tackling Naxals insurgency in the region. The bodies of the 4 Naxals commanders were recovered following the unsuccessful mission. Along with the elimination forces also seized a catch of weapons including AK-47s, 1 carbines and 2 locally made pistols. This developments marks a significant blow to the Naxals movement in the area and underscores the ongoing efforts of security forces to curb insurgencies and maintain law and order. The Supreme Court of India is set to hear approximately 200 petitions challenging the Citizenship Amendment Act 2019 today, March 19. This petition seeks a stay on the CAA's implementations and the Citizenship Amendment Rules 2024. The CAA was implemented by the central government on March 11, 5 years after its parliamentary approvals in December 2019. A bench comprising Chief Justice of India, D.Y. Chandrachud, Justice J.B. Pardiwala and Manoj Mishra will consider the arguments presented by the senior advocate Kapil Sibal, who represents the Indian Union Muslim League. Sibal argued that once Indian citizenship is conferred to Hindu migrants, it cannot be retracted. thus making a swift hearing necessary. In 2019, the Indian Parliament passed the Citizenship Amendment Act, which seeks to grant Indian citizenship to persecuted non-Muslim migrants from Bangladesh, Pakistan and Afghanistan who arrived before December 31, 2014. This includes Hindus, Sikh, Jains, Buddhists, Parsis and Christian. The introduction of the Citizenship Amendment rules prompted the Indian Union Muslim Leagues, a political party based in Kerala, to file petitions with the Supreme Court. The IUML has called for the holds to the enforcement of these rules and controversial law, arguing that no punitive action should be taken against Muslims who are not covered by the law. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma has claimed that about 3 to 5 lakhs people will apply for Indian citizenship under the CAA in the states, asserting that the applicants will comprise only those who were excluded from the updated National Registers of Citizens (NRC). He also said that 7 lakhs Muslims and 5 lakhs Hindu Bengalis, amongst others, were left out of the NRC list. Many Hindus Bengalis had come at different points of times and stays at refugee camps. When they applied for the inclusion in NRCs, they submitted a stamped paper proof of having stayed at such camp. But Pratik Hazila, former NRC States Coordinator, did not accept the paper. As a result, names of many Hindus Bengalis were not included in the NRC, Sarma says in the interview to the local television channel. He says that whilst many amongst the 5 lakhs Hindus Bengalis who had applied for inclusion in NRC will submit application under the Citizenship Amendment Act 2019, many others will legal resources. Applicants excluded from the NRC also include 2 lakhs proper Assamese, like those having the Das surnames, the Koch Rajbongsi community, and 1.5 lakhs Gorkhas, the CM claimed. Applications under the CAA will be 3-5 lakhs with a 10% margins of error. There won't be any of 15 or 18 or 20 lakhs or 1.5 crore applicants in Assam. After being in the politics for so long, I have that much grips on the state, the BJP leaders asserted. The Supreme Court monitors NRC was published by August 31, 2019 and excluded 19 lakhs of the 3.4 crore applicants. The center said earlier this month implemented the Citizenship Amendment Act 2019, notifying the rules 4 years after the law was passed by the Parliament to fast-track citizenship for the undocumented non-Muslims migrants from Bangladesh, Pakistan and Afghanistan who come to India before 31st December 2014. The Tripura Police and the Border Security Forces has handed over the dead body of the Bangladeshi smugglers to his family. The smugglers was killed after attacking BSF personnel during their interventions in smuggling attempts on Sunday, where 1 BSF personnel also sustained injuries at Magroli in the Unakoti districts. Speaking on the matter, Sub-Divisional Police Officer SDPO Kailasakar Zayanta Karmakar stated that the body of the deceased smugglers, identified as the Saddam Hossein, underwent post-mortem examination before being transferred to his families and the Bangladesh police. Following the incidents, a meeting was convened between the border guards of the Bangladesh Border Security Forces, Bangladesh Police and Tripura Police. After completing the necessary legal formalities and post-mortem procedure, we handed over the deceased body to his fathers and the Bangladesh police, exclaimed the SDPO. The Jaw Reunification Organization JORO and the Nagaland's Indigenous Peoples Forum NIPF have come together to oppose the policies of Indian government. The joint memorandum of understanding signed on March 16, 2024 highlights that their collective stance against the measures that threatens their peace, lands and economic survival. The crux of their opposition lies in the proposed scrapping of the free movement regimes and the enforcement of the border fencings along the Indo-Myanmar border, particularly affecting regions in Mizoram and Nagaland. This move, they argue, would not only divide ethnic groups such as the Chin, Kuki, Mizos and Nagas, but also jeopardize their traditional ways of life. Highlighting the historical context, the memorandum points out that the British colonial administrations recognized these regions as excluded area, neither India nor Burmese, leading to the establishment of the FMR. However, recent indications from the Indian government suggest the potential overhauls of this regime, speaking concerns amongst indigenous community. The repercussions of similar measures elsewhere, such as the border fencing between the Mizoram and Bangladesh, serve as a grim reminders of the adverse effects on the livelihoods and peace. Villages have been lost, cultivated lands submerged, and economic activities disrupted, painting a bleak picture for those directly impacted. Furthermore, the memorandums outline 4 key areas of concern addressed to the governments of India: free movement regimes and border fencing, the proposed evolutions of the FMR and the introductions of the border fencing strengthen the seamless cross-border interactions essential for the socio-economic and well-being of the indigenous communities. Forest Conservation Act 2023, indigenous agrarian communities express apprehensions over losing their ancestral lands and livelihood due to the implication of the FCA. Citizenship Amendment Act CAA. The Citizenship Amendment Act, couples with the scrapping of the FMR, raises fears on the further divisions and challenges to the socio-cultural fabric of the indigenous people. Uniform Civil Code of Conduct and Armed Forces Special Power Act. The impositions of these laws poses a threat to the cultural autonomy and the fundamental rights of the tribal communities in the region. The memorandums highlighted the importance of upholding the United Nations Declarations on the Rights of the Indigenous People, to which India is a signatory, and asked the governments to reconsider its stance on these policies. Both Joro and the NIPF call upon their fellow Nagas and the Jor ethnics to support these memorandums as a crucial steps towards protecting collective rights and heritage. Bulgarian's President Rumen Radev expressed gratitude to the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Indian Navy on Monday following the successful rescue operations of hijacked cargo ships MV Ruins in the Arabian Seas last Friday. Radev, in a statement on the X account, thanks the Indian Navy for their brave action in rescuing the ships and its crew, which included 7 Bulgarian citizens. The total numbers of the rescued individuals from the ships were 17. Prior to Radev, Foreign Affairs Minister Maria Gabriels expressed her thanks to the Indian Navy for the successful operation. In response to the Gabriels' appreciations, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar says that that's what friends are for. The Indian Navy warships INS Kolkata successfully threw up 35 Somalis pirates, ensuring the safe evacuations of 17 crew members in the Arabian Seas on Saturday. The following days, the Indian Navy intercepted MV Ruins, compelling the Somali pirates to surrender. These operations was led by the Indian Navy and Marines Commando Forces, Marcos. The commandos boarded the vessels and performed the rescue operation. INS Kolkata conducted the interceptions of the pirate ships Ruins nearly 1,400 nm, 2,600 kilometers away from the Indian coast, forcing the pirate ships to hold through measures action. The operation was further bolstered by the INS Subhandra, Halepra, P-81's maritime patrol aircraft and the Marcos Prahas airdrops by a C-17 aircraft, as per the statement by the Indian Navy. Upon improvement in the law and order situations in Valley District, curfew has been relaxed till 10 p.m. today in Imphal East, West and Thabal District. In Kasing District, curfew has been relaxed till 8 p.m. today. However, in Bishnupur District, curfew has been relaxed till 5 p.m. today. Traffic is seen as usual on the roads. Shops and markets remain open. People were seen purchasing essential items during the curfew relaxation. For ELITETV news channels, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channels or follow on Facebook page, Instagrams and X for more information about the channel. Before we wrap up, let's take a quick recap of the top stories once again. Restrictions on printings of government posters, pamphlets due to Model Code of Conduct in place. Income tax offices to remain open on March 29 to 31st to facilitate the completion of pending works. Supreme Court to hear over 200 petitions seeking a stay of CAA rules today. Delhi emerges as world's most polluted capital city again. And curfew relaxed in Imphal East, West and Thabal district till 10 p.m. for Kasim district till 8 p.m. In Bishnupur district, curfew has been relaxed till 5 p.m. today. Well, that's all for now. Keep watching ELITETV for more updates at 3 p.m. again. Till then, take care and have a great time ahead.